It was a case that captured the nation's attention, the tragic death of a Boston police officer, and the woman accused of killing him, his girlfriend, Karen Reed. It began on a snowy January morning in 2022. In the quiet suburb of Canton, Massachusetts, Officer John O'Keefe was found unresponsive, lying in the snow outside a fellow officer's home. He had blood on his face, and his eyes were closed. He never woke up. Almost immediately, suspicion turned to Karen Reed. Prosecutors claimed she had struck O'Keefe with her SUV during a night of drinking and left him to die in the blizzard. They argued it was a simple case, fueled by alcohol and rage. But the defense told a very different story. They said there was no accident, no collision, and that Karen Reed was being framed. They pointed fingers at a circle of law enforcement insiders and accused investigators of covering up the real cause of O'Keefe's death. At the center of it all stood Trooper Michael Proctor, the lead investigator, a man whose own words would later be revealed in explosive text messages. Messages like, "Hopefully she kills herself." For the first time, Proctor would be forced to respond publicly. As public outrage mounted and cries of "Free Karen Reed" echoed outside the courthouse. Throughout 2 trials, including a mistrial, the country watched, dissected, and debated every piece of evidence. Who was John O'Keefe? A Boston cop, a devoted uncle, a man who took in his niece and nephew after the sudden deaths of his sister and brother-in-law. And who was Karen Reed? A finance professional, a college instructor, a woman who reconnected with O'Keefe years after a brief first meeting, only to find herself accused of ending his life. In interviews before her first trial, Reed adamantly denied any involvement. She admitted to arguments with John, but said she never harmed him, and never would. The night before John was found, the couple had been out drinking. Surveillance footage showed what appeared to be a normal night. But by morning, John O'Keefe was dead, and Karen Reed was charged with murder. As snow blanketed the neighborhood, a storm of another kind was brewing. A case full of contradictions, passionate supporters on both sides, and accusations of corruption at the highest levels. And now, the verdict. After years of public speculation, courtroom drama, and emotional testimony, the jury reached a unanimous decision. Karen Reed, not guilty. A stunning conclusion to one of the most controversial criminal trials in Massachusetts history. But for many, questions still remain. What really happened that night? And will we ever truly know?